So recently I got a comment asking how to make 360 videos from the 50 subscriber special video, but I'm going to show you how to make something like this. You can rotate your screen around your set camera position, allowing you to have a 360 scene. First, you would need to create your whole 3D scene. So this is just my scene that I made in a week, and I rendered this about like three weeks consecutively. In total it'll be 6 weeks as I rendered it throughout the night. But first you need to create your scene. Once you've done that, you can basically copy these settings. I'm just going to create a new scene so everything is clean. I'm just going to delete everything now, so there's nothing in the scene as you can see in the libraries. But I'm just going to Shift A on your keyboard, then just add in a new camera. Once you've done that, you can Alt R to reset the rotation. I'm going to change that there. And what you're going to do now is go to your render engine up in the render properties tab, which is basically this camera icon. Then you're going to click on EV to change it to cycles. This only works in cycles, so the render time may take a long time just to render. But you just click on cycles, and now you should have the options to get the 360 camera modes. So what I did is basically just change mine to experimental for the feature set, as it has faster rendering time with cycles X. I'm going to change my CPU to GPU compute because it's faster. But now I'm going to go to my output properties. So what I'm going to do is, let's say if you want a 4K render, I'll make this 400. That should make it a 4K render. Once you've done that, you don't need to change much here yet, but you just go to object data properties. There's basically this green camera icon if you didn't change any of your settings. Click on that, and under lens, go to type, click on perspective, and change that to panoramic. It should give you this new option called panorama type. Change fisheye to I don't know what to say that. To whatever this thing is. Yeah. Once you've done that, go up to the output properties and say, like, if you want to just say where to output your render at, what you're gonna do is just click on this file icon and just locate to where your files are. So say like I rendered it in like folder that I created for all of each frame I rendered for all of the images, and then I compiled it up into a whole video using the image sequence. So here, this is basically the whole video using images. So to add that, you just go to add in the video editing tab, you click on add, and you go to image sequence. That should take you to here. Then you just basically select all your images. So here are all my images. But yeah, you just select that, or you select one, then click on Control A, and that should select every single one of your images and just add image strips. Once you add that, it should add in this. There's just one problem I had recently with this, is that this thing gets rendered backwards. What I did with it is just rendered it by click on the options here and go in Fmpeg video, click on the file format and click on Fmpeg video, and I go into my editing software, which is DaVinci Resolve, and I just reverse the clip, and that fixes it if you have that problem. But as you can see, it's just plain. Same for this scene. If you go into camera mode, you just see the square. It's not 360 view. To see the 360 view, you get to render your camera. So when I rendered it, this is what I got out of rendering it. You get this weird distorted image, which basically shows the whole of your scene. And as you can see here, that's the whole my scene, and it changes every single frame. If you have an animation, if you basically want to render an animation, you do Control F12. If you want to render an image, you do F12. But yeah, that's how you render a 360 video. And we're not done, as this is just a video of an image, basically, like multiple images placed together. There's no metadata telling the software to know that it's a 360 video. And to do that, you're gonna have to go and download some software. So in the description, I linked it to this page down here, and all you have to do is just click on the prepare for upload, and you should basically get this. Click on this upload 360 video, and you should take you to this GitHub page. I'll link this down in the description. What you're gonna do is basically click on the, if you have a Windows, click on the Wins file, but if you have a Mac, you can click on the one above. I have a Windows, so I'm just gonna click on Windows, and it should download, which is right here. So it downloaded here. So what you're gonna do, I'm just gonna drag this to desktop. So here's my desktop, and what I'm gonna do is basically just extract this. So extract all, extract, and once you're done extracting it, you should get this file. What you're gonna do about that is you double click on it, you should open this, and you should get this injector. And to inject metadata into your video, basically you just need to click on open to select the video, and just go down and find your video. In this case, it's in my Drive E. Let's say here. That's uninjected, for the 360 video. Click on that, and what you're gonna do is click on my spherical video 360. So if it wasn't unchecked, just check it. And you don't need to care about these two buttons down here. But all you have to do is just inject metadata, then save it somewhere. So for example, I'm just gonna save it as the same file as this. Click on save, replace it. As you can see, down here it says you're done. So I'm just gonna close everything. And once you're done, it should look the same. Yeah, it should look the same. So this is the 360 video from before. Let me close that. And basically, as you can see, it's basically what we rendered. But if I open the ejected file, it's gonna, never mind. Well, this doesn't work. So I guess to upload on YouTube, just load up your YouTube, click on the upload button basically. Once you get this upload, select your file, say like it's the injected video. If you open that, it should take you to this page. Since mine is in 4K, it took me like an hour just to upload everything, but that should be fine. But basically, once you've done that, it should look like this video where you can move your camera around, as you can see. But yeah, I want to thank you for getting me up to 52 subscribers now. Yeah, it really means a lot to me. Yeah, bye.